Don't go selling that bracelet. We're coming in for episodes 3 and 4 of Famous in Love. Let's talk about it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
A much more upbeat song.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back from Coachella.
Coachella vibes.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the show. My name is Amber Plaster, and I am going to be your lead host here at AFTERBUZZ TV for the Famous in Love After Show. We are discussing episodes 3 and 4 of Famous in Love, and if you are beyond that, please be patient with us because we're trying to do 2 episodes at a time. If you have not read the books, spoiler warning now, because we are going to talk about everything that Renee and I have read in the books, and we're going to talk about everything that we have watched so far up to episodes 4. So if you are behind, come back and bookmark this podcast or episode on YouTube for later. And joined with me are my lovely co-hosts.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Olivia Gabaree. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, The Real OG.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nakia Monet. I have no voice. You can follow me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
You still sound beautiful.
Thanks, girl.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel, and check out my blog, sextingandthecity.com.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, Kia and I are both suffering a little bit of a cold, but we're coming back from it. So please excuse our voices. And but it didn't stop us from devouring episodes 3 and 4. Let's discuss episode 3. Not so easy, eh? First, it starts off with we get to see Paige and actually the trio, the Three Musketeers, if you will.
Three's Company.
Yeah, I was just going to say Three's Company.
And it opens with, "Who wants pancakes?" Jake says that, and both girls, thirsty as hell, go, "Me." And
Maybe
I'm like,
they were just hungry.
Hungry for Jake.
Jake always has his shirt off, always. I'm like, bro, thank you for.
I would love having him as a roommate.
"Me too."
I don't even think, if he was making me pancakes, I would love to have him as a roommate.
Does he make dinner too? Lunch?
I feel like he does.
Snacks?
He also
Run
does her
errands?
paper, so
That is true.
I'll take that.
He's a great roommate. Now that you say it.
A+ in all departments.
Good roommate.
Yeah, about that paper. How do we feel about,
Good night.
first of all, Paige still being in school, and also her roommates doing her work for her?
Okay, here's the thing. One, Paige, girl, you gotta stop playing this but school's more important, because literally you could have taken a semester off. And 2, Jake, Cassandra, if you agree to help out a friend, don't then later get angry about the fact that you helped. Things come up, especially on set. Set is unpredictable. If you ask anyone that's ever worked on set, they're not gonna have a set time that they get off. It's usually you don't really know. You can roughly guess, but you never know. And as a friend, you need to be understanding of that. They were jerks. Well, not they. Jake was a jerk.
I just feel like you said, they agreed to do it. They didn't have to do it. And it's, your friend is on a movie set. Obviously, I'm sure they've never been on a movie set, but, common sense would be okay, she's probably working on something, doing some extra scenes. Let's not be so upset about it. But let this be the last time that we would do her homework for her.
Yeah,
Right.
Let's make that the last time.
Yeah, this will be the last time.
Here's the thing, though, because this is very telling of how the rest of the shooting is probably going to go. It was very unpredictable the first day.
Right.
You can't rely on your friends to do your schoolwork, because what's the point of education at that point anyway? You need to take a semester off if you want to benefit and actually learn something.
So I just don't understand why she just don't take that semester off.
I think she should.
Well,
I
the
think
main
she should take it
the main
off.
goal of education, right, is so that you can get a job.
But when you're making a couple mil,
on a movie
I think you
set.
could take a semester off.
So when you're already making more than your parents have ever made, I think it's probably okay.
Yeah.
But here we are, still hitting that storyline over and over again.
You can always revisit and go back to school.
Right, it's not going anywhere.
Just do the movie, take some time
But
off.
Locked is going.
Take a semester off. God damn it, Paige.
How do we feel about Paige's new agent and that agent meeting at that restaurant, episode 3?
Shady.
Hollywood.
Would you guys
So
take your
Hollywood.
friends to an agent meeting, though?
No, she's
No.
a child. Okay, here's the thing. Okay.
But when I first moved here, I would have.
Really?
Yeah. Because I would
your
be afraid.
friends, 2 of your friends.
My roommates, yeah. If I had a meeting and the studio hired me to do a thing you have to meet an agent, Oh no, you're right.
No, you wouldn't.
That's your time to shine.
That's work time.
Yeah.
This
No, you're
guy
right.
is working for you. There's not really anything for you to be nervous.
Yeah, you're also like, it wasn't this random guy you found on Craigslist. The studio found him for you, and you're meeting at a public place. Also, I find it so rude to bring 2 extra people for him to buy lunch
Yes.
for.
Yeah.
It was just rude. It was unprofessional. It was rude. The fact she tried to throw in the screenplay, I mean, given he did bring it up, but
Right.
the whole thing, it just felt very childish. Like, she needs to learn. It's not even about learning how this business works. It's learning how to be professional in any setting.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the thing. Even on set with her cell phone, I'm like, girl, common sense.
I have text alerts for everyone in the cast. Turn them off.
And not even for just a movie. Like anyone who starts a brand new job, this is just common sense. Like put your phone down. But you're also on set of a movie. Like why is your phone up to your face? I think Paige needs to get it.
I agree, but I think that I need to give her the benefit of the doubt because we are hating on her. You know, she is, I don't know what year she is in college, but she's young and she's still figuring it out. And from the looks of it, I mean, definitely what we saw at the beginning of the first episode, we see how much she does evolve.
Right.
So I'm guessing she gets to the point where she doesn't need to take her friends to her agent meeting anymore. I think this is a learning process for her, and she clearly doesn't know what she's in for if she's still trying to leave set to write her paper.
I've met actresses that are that green that want to have their roommates with them at all times at important meetings, and I don't think that they actually follow through and do things like that, but Paige kind of reminds me of really young actresses new to town, afraid to say yes to anything, afraid to say no to anything. And that's where Jake comes in and is like, why can't we talk about her pay? Why? Because he's used to being that protective person for her, and she needs to like grow up on her own.
Yeah.
And do it herself.
I completely agree. There's a difference between bringing Jake along when you're buying a new car and don't want the car salesman to rip you off. But it's another thing if you're going for an agent meeting. Also, if you're not sure with the meeting, like take notes, figure out what he's saying, think about it, get back to him. It's just so unprofessional.
Yeah. At first, I understood like why she would do something like that because I guess like when you're in a town and you're by yourself and these 2 people you're always with, they're kind of like family members. But then when you bring, I mean, I guess you'd bring your parent, like a mom or a dad, with you if you are that young. But I totally agree with you guys. Like I feel like she has a lot of growing up to do, and like that was just so not professional to bring your friends to like an agent meeting.
She's not that young, though. I would understand if if Paige from the book was doing this meeting,
Right.
because Paige in the book was in high school.
17, yeah.
This girl is 20 years old. Like, you're in
Or maybe
college.
21. Oh, because like when he
21.
says you want to go out for a drink, so I'm guessing maybe they're 21.
I'm not sure. I think she's 20, but you guys can let us know. But in the book, she's young and she's
Right.
a little bit more naive. But if they're growing Paige up in the book, in the TV show for like relationship dynamics, they should also grow her up a little bit in the professional setting, because it doesn't come down to like whether or not you have experience in the acting world.
Right.
It comes down to whether you have common sense and are grown up to know how to like
And are
handle
easy to
certain-
work with.
right? And she's not. She's been like she has been difficult. Like, okay,
Yeah.
yes, the slip up with, I mean, we saw in this episode, like the slip up she's had, the difficult days on set, but then there's other things, like the phone thing, like really got to me, because I found that so annoying. Not only did she just keep her phone out, she then reacted to it out loud.
Out
You
loud.
have no
was crazy.
self-control. You're that outspoken that you can't hold it in.
That was crazy. At first, for me, I was like, all right, this is a new actress. She's new to the whole scene. So I can understand the whole not getting the correct script. But the whole phone thing, that did bother me. Because I'm like, that's like anyone starting something new or just being at work and someone trying to talk to you like a director. You shouldn't have your phone out or you should be paying attention.
I do want to get back to the AD situation because that is something that I have a lot to say about. But before we move on to episode 4, I do want to talk about Alexis being upset about the parking, and then Paige coming clean about answering the phone in Spanish, which I think gave away all her power, and that whole storyline that erupted from that. And I would also like to point out the fact that Alexis keeps mentioning that she needs the money,
Yeah. She
and
told her
we
agent.
don't know what that's about.
I just think she hasn't been booking a lot of jobs, and she's probably irresponsible with her money. Like, what it seems that they've made her out to be is like she was a has-been, since people move through Hollywood so quickly. Like, they enter the Hollywood machine, they're this big star, and then all of a sudden, like, no one really wants to work with them anymore. You know, we see it even with celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, who
It's my
used to-
girl.
she had a long career, but now you don't see her in anything nowadays. And I think it's kind of along like those lines, where she was probably irresponsible with her money. She needs the money. She needs any work she can get because no one's been hiring her. She's sleeping with people to get jobs.
I low-key like Alexis. Is that a bad thing?
I like her too.
I don't like her.
She's terrible.
She's a horrible
hate her.
person.
I mean, she's made out to be the villain, obviously.
Right.
So you feel a little bit guilty saying that you enjoy her, but
Right. Like,
she's entertaining.
she's a horrible person. I would never be friends with someone like that, but I enjoy watching her on television. I enjoy her character. I enjoy, like, I love that they kind of made her in these relationships, like, with these women, because I feel like you see that all the time with the men. So I like that they're kind of trying to make her like a strong character, even though deep down inside she's really not, because she's sleeping her way through Hollywood just to get these roles. But I do enjoy her low-key.
Yeah,
Even
like
though
that
she's shady.
moment they said that the reation why Wyatt was upset is because he's into her. That's gross to me. That was gross.
It's incredibly gross and unprofessional, but I'm glad that they showed that because that happens
Yeah.
all the time. And I thought it was interesting even that the PA like knew it, because that's how it is. It's like everyone knows it on set, but won't talk about it.
Yeah, it's very taboo to speak of.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, you know, I get that she's making Paige do these petty tasks for her, but amp them up a little. Like,
Right.
if you're going to use her, don't make her go get your shoes. Like, go ask her to do something
She was gonna
else.
wait like for something
yeah,
like bad.
for something big
Yeah.
or... I don't know.
Yeah, I was shocked at that. I thought she was gonna do something
Maybe
super major.
I don't know if we're saving that for later or that's like very Freeform-esque, but
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Also, like, wardrobe would never let you switch dresses like that.
Can
just
we
for
please
some
talk about
dramatic-
the wardrobe
Wardrobe
lady?
wouldn't look like that.
No, that's not wardrobe ever. I don't know what sets they're trying to base this off of, but that is never the wardrobe lady.
No shade to wardrobe, but that woman, she was like really fabulous, and we just felt like wardrobe. They work a lot. They're not wearing high heels.
They get there
They're
at
running
5 in the
around.
morning. Like, they're tired. This isn't Vogue. Like,
No full face of
lead
makeup on.
wardrobe has worked for years in a union and is not going to be under the age of 40. Sorry. That's not going to happen. Not for a lead movie and a lead actress. That's just no way. And also, they are overworked. They're not going to look like this fabulous woman in couture and heels and then gracefully say, "Hi, I'm your fairy godmother."
Face beat, like she had like her makeup. I'm like, yes, girl, but I don't think wardrobe looks like that on set.
No, it doesn't. And I thought they were going to be a little more realistic with the wardrobe because, first of all, the first thing she would do is say, okay, yeah, put this on, and then come back, and then we'll check it out. Okay, then put this one. Like, it's not like, ooh, this is the perfect one. And then when they find the perfect one, that is what you're wearing. Yeah. It does. And
it's
also,
not your choice.
It's not your choice. And would that dress fit Bella Thorne as perfectly as it fit? I don't know the actress's name, but Alexis. Would that really? Would they?
Yeah.
She's taller. There's a lot of, I don't know. That part was also
it's the
a little.
sisterhood of the traveling.
Yeah, Nikki Koss, who plays Alexis, is much shorter and curvier than Bella.
She's
in
just
real life.
completely
The dress
different.
fit them so perfectly.
And then, so if it had to have gotten tailored in some way, that means they would have had to have gone through wardrobe and been like, so we like changed. I know you decided on this, but like we changed our minds.
Thanks.
Doesn't happen.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh my goodness, that photo shoot was just crazy. Can we please talk about Jordan and the reveal of who Brandy was?
Dun, dun. His mom. He has mommy issues. It's clear.
Doesn't he though?
And his second mommy, his lover mommy, comes and saves the day.
I'm not about that.
Like at first I was
I'm
like,
sorry,
yes,
I'm just
Nina, but
not.
now I'm like, oh, this is kind of getting a little creepy now.
I like it.
You
the
like
fact that she's texting him,
Baby?
like, baby.
I can't see her talking
You're
like
right,
that.
baby. That's your baby.
You gave birth to him. You gave birth
Not
to
your
him.
baby, like your damn baby woman. That's nasty. That's your baby's best friend.
It's weird. At first,
Right?
I thought that was something sexy. I'm like, yes, you get that younger man. I think because when she came in and saved the day from his real mother, I think she wants to have this like, I saved you, love
But that
me.
was a mother-esque action that
Yeah.
she did right there. I think that's what turned me off to the whole situation.
That's what it was for me.
Because it wasn't like it was like girlfriend to the rescue.
Yes.
It was Mama Bear
like
to the
mom's
rescue.
here to save the day.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what
protecting my
made me get
cub.
creeped out. I was like, oh God, no, I don't think I like this relationship anymore.
Yeah, that was the turning point for me.
I mean, I don't think I ever really liked it, but I will say, like, these episodes made me think of it more so like the book, and it was like a more grown-up version of the book because in the book series, it was more of Rainer's father being a predator to his then ex-girlfriend, but nothing ever happening.
Right.
So now I'm thinking this mother is the predator, but like things did go too far and continued because they can, because they're older, and I think Freeform is getting away with it. So I don't know how young they started. I don't know how old Jordan was when they started the relationship, but it definitely seems as though it started off as an inappropriate relationship. And still is.
At the end of the day, this woman is his boss. So how...
She has complete control.
That makes for an extremely awkward situation. If you're going to tell this chick that you don't want to be with her, you might wake up and you don't have a job anymore.
Oh, he might?
He won't.
You will not.
From what we've seen about Nina, he might wake up in jail.
Yeah,
right, and it sucks because you never know, because I feel like Jordan does like Tangi, but he knows that he can't cross that line with Nina, because I feel like Nina's going to be in the background like, you cannot break up with me because I'll ruin everything for you.
And this is all, she has eyes on Tangi and eyes on him. So there's not really any sneaking around. This is her production.
I was surprised that she showed up with the money, and then we find out she's like, oh, we won't be hearing from her again. And then she's there watching. She put some little bag of powder in the bag that she gave to Jordan's mom and took care of the situation. Basically framed her.
Yeah, but then isn't the money gone?
Dang, Nina. Dang. I wonder if it was real.
I guess to her she was like, he's worth that L.
Yeah.
I think she was just like, you know what? He's my little boo, and I'm gonna get rid of his real mother so I can be his mommy lover.
Well, she got rid of her son's own pay
for her boo Jordan.
For Jordan.
I'm just saying.
That's interesting.
Well, not just for Jordan, because everyone got the cut from their pay because of the budget cut that they needed to make.
Except
but
for
her
Jordan.
favorite member of the cast didn't. But Rainer was just mad because that's the only cast member that was confronted that he's like, no, I didn't get a cut. Thanks for getting the cut for us or for me. And then he was like, whoa, I'm her son and you're not getting the cut. Their dynamic is just not Rainer and Jordan, but Jordan and Nina's dynamic. It's just, it makes me so uncomfortable because it makes me wonder, just because we see Jordan still kind of flirting with Tangi, but the only reason he doesn't know if he should be with Tangi is because of Rainer and all these whatever reasons. But doesn't that make you wonder, like, how the Nina and Jordan thing started? Because if it's not real feelings, like, that's why it goes back to the predator route for me. Like, it just feels so wrong.
Like, she preyed upon him when he was young and vulnerable, and it just, like, sprouted into... He doesn't know any better. This is just what he's used to. I don't know. That's a gross path to go down.
Dark
but
for Freeform.
It might be real.
That's
and
why
here's
I
the
like
thing,
it.
though.
It's such a dark storyline. It's so wrong.
We saw how mad Rainer was about Tangi and Jordan. Yeah. What do you think this fool's gonna do when he hears about Mommy and Jordan?
He might kill them.
Something really bad might happen to Jordan.
Damn, Jordan.
Nina's gonna be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Somehow I just know in my
boss.
heart of hearts that Nina's gonna come
but
out on
I'm
top.
starting to like Jordan a little bit more these past episodes.
I like Jordan.
He's like a nice guy.
He is. He just always looks sad, but I guess now because like when his mom was blackmailing, she's like, you don't want anyone to find out about your past, so I think we're gonna learn something more about Jordan that he's been hiding, and I think that's when Nina kind of took advantage of him because she knows whatever his past is. So she probably was like, come lay on my bosom, and
maybe that's how she got him.
Let's do it.
I think Nina genuinely cares about him, but there's
so,
also
too.
a huge power thing that she enjoys, having power over this perfect boy who she also gets to do things with. And
boy toy.
Yeah, I think it's both, which is why it is 2 layers of protection and 2 layers of darkness, because it's a weird relationship. Before we move on to episode 4, I just wanted to point out that I really liked that Paige kind of comes into her own just a little bit when she tells Nina, no, I need this class on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
And I really enjoyed seeing Paige stand up to Nina in like, just grounded in her voice and telling her what she needed for school, even though school, that's what you need to stand up to.
I know.
But the thing
so
is,
silly.
she didn't even push herself to do that on her own.
Rainer helped
Rainer
her.
had
annoyed
to
me.
tell her to do it.
But it was nice to see her do that. I think we're going to see little slivers of Paige growing up. And I hope by the end of the series that she is like Nina 2.0. Like, I hope she's just like a bad bitch. I hope that for Paige.
The school thing is really bugging me. Because honestly, when you sign up for, this is a job. Like, Paige treats this like it's summer camp.
Yeah.
And she's like, can I take a day off from summer? It's a job. This is a real job. These are people's careers. You can't just be like, can I have like 1 day a week off? That's not how set works. They get to pick your schedule, and then you have to revolve your life around it.
That's why movie stars get paid so much money.
Otherwise, they would have cast texted anyone else. You think that there's not a million other girls behind you that would be like, I'll quit school right now. But Paige is like, like, what if I just have, like, one day? Like, I have to do wardrobe right now. I have to write a paper.
Like, girl, no. Just take the semester off, do the movie, and you can always finish school and you explain to your parents, look, I'm doing a movie. Here's a check. Shut up.
Keep your mouth shut.
Keep your mouth shut. Take that check. Let me do this movie, and then I'll promise I'll go back to school.
Yeah.
Like, I just want her to not drop out of school, but just take the goddamn semester off.
So at the end of episode 3, we see Alexis take off in a Jeep with Jake to Palm Springs.
Very nice Jeep, by the way.
A brand new shiny Jeep, which, whose Jeep is that?
I want to know.
I know, first of all, Alexis is supposed to be hard up for money.
Well,
but Jake was driving.
Doesn't she have a Mercedes? She
She's
said.
a nice
She has
car.
a Mercedes.
Not a Jeep.
And
Jake
why
just said he
does he have a new
Well,
Jeep?
listen, they live in Beverly Hills, and they're college students, so it's
They live
clear
in-
that mommy and daddy are paying their
Okay.
bills.
I buy that.
Because he did say, he's like, I can't keep asking my parents for more money.
Okay.
That's mommy and daddy's Jeep.
Because that Jeep was very nice.
That ain't Jake's Jeep.
All right, moving on to episode 4, Prelude to a Diss. We open up with Pouty McPout, Bella Thorne, pouting her way through the beginning of that episode, her cute little braids.
She's the pout queen.
Yeah, we had a little bit of issue with her just being so to everything in the episode.
Poor me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm about to
okay,
make a meal.
watch back all of the episodes of Famous in Love and send us the screenshots of every single time
Yes.
Bella Thorne pouts, because it's not you. It's a very noticeable pout. It's a very like,
Yeah.
Or biting her bottom lip.
Oh, yeah,
But like
that-
pouting at the same time but being sexy.
it's like it just feels like a something the director was like, okay, just like pout. Okay, yeah. Now bite your lip. Look sad. No. But like cute though. Okay, good. Hold it. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, it's rough, but I did appreciate that she gave she got some kind of like gifting sweet bag, and she got this beautiful solid gold bracelet that supposedly Beyonce had given to her sister, and she gives it to Cassie, and Cassie wears this damn bracelet throughout the episode. And as soon as she put it on, I was like, she's gonna pawn it.
Really?
As soon as she put it on, because they keep talking about her money struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, is this how she's gonna find out?
But I think a lot is to be said about that moment, because you really see how genuine their friendship is. I mean,
I like that part.
it's very like, I think Cassie as a person was very questionable to us in the beginning,
Yeah.
but I think it's clear at least now that she does have good intentions for Paige, and Paige reciprocates that and she recognizes her support. And
I like Cassie. Like, she's growing on me. I just wish that she would just tell. They're so close. Like, why wouldn't you just tell your closest girlfriend,
Right.
hey, girl, I clean topless to make extra money because
get that
I don't
she's-
have this
yeah.
much.
It's so sad to me that she can't confide in her best friend. That's what's
Yeah.
happening.
That's her best friend. Like, you think even take away the whole like topless maid aspect of confiding in her. Like, just tell her that you're struggling with money right now. She doesn't even open up about anything, and then she just lies, and she's a terrible liar. She's like, oh, I had to bring the bracelet to the jeweler to get resized. It was too big. Literally, she put it on her wrist. It fit fine.
But you're right. Like, she doesn't open up because there's a scene where she's talking to them and she's like, yeah, my mom's agent. And then Jake's like, your mom? She was a soap star. So I just feel like there's like a lot of things that they don't know about Cassie. I feel like she's really secretive, and she's like, yeah, when my mom got sick. So I'm like, are these supposed to be your two closest friends and they don't know about like your history, your past, how your mom got sick? She was a soap star. Thought that was a little weird.
What do you guys talk about?
I'm like,
I feel you're best friends. You live together and you haven't talked about that?
that's a little weird, but I wish that she would just be able to be comfortable to maybe not Jake, but definitely open up to Paige. Hopefully, she'll
One
do
or the
that.
other.
Yeah, because they're all close.
Yeah.
Three's company going on over here.
And I mean, now that kind of gives us to some insight as to why Cassie has so many money problems.
Right.
Well, has her mom passed, or is she still alive?
She
She's
just
obviously
mentioned her mom was sick.
So, a sick mom, alive or not, can't really provide for her child. So she probably had to be fending for herself for a while.
Yeah. I like Cassie and her. We're talking about her different shirts, different patterns.
New pattern every scene.
I love how they dress her. She's so like quirky and cute, but she's so loud.
Amber had it down when she came to visit set. What did you say she was dressed as?
Oh, she when she came to visit set, I was like, oh my gosh, she's dressed like the crazy aunt.
She really was. That skirt with
Like
that
in
shirt.
any wacky family comedy, they're like, here comes the aunt.
The pineapple shirt with the flower.
With like a
skirt.
wrap
Yeah.
print bottom and like
and the
bright
sparkly
glittery shoes.
pink shoes.
Cass
Yeah.
is cute.
You know, it's not. Anybody could be a topless maid. I'm not trying to put anybody in a box here, but if I saw a girl walking around in like a pineapple shirt and a polka dot skirt and some Keds or something, I would never think that she was a topless maid.
That's true. And her maid name is Lacey. That's her little sexy
Go, girl.
maid name. I like Cassie.
Goodness.
She's growing on me. I like her.
In episode 4, we do finally get an accurate hair and makeup lady, though, which I was thankful for. I really liked that. And we see that Tangi and Jordan are on set and being kind of awkward. Will they, won't they? But I mean, they're so beautiful together, even
They're
though they're awkward. I
cute.
don't mind it.
Like I kind of want, like I like Nina, but I kind of want Nina to now go away because I want Jordan to like explore this thing with Tangi. But I feel like he's so scared that he won't do it because he knows Mama. I'm gonna keep calling her Mama Nina, his second mother, is like watching him, and he knows that his career could be ended. So I feel like that's gonna be something really interesting to see like down the lines.
Yeah, I really
and
like
Tangi.
and Jordan together. Well, I just love Tangi's character.
She's beautiful.
First of all, she's gorgeous, and second of all, she's entertained to watch her song with what is it called? Sending the Hard Eyes. I just think she's so. I like her storyline, and I really like her and Jordan's dynamic. And I'm excited to see where that goes. I will say, even though you're saying the realistic hair and makeup artist, what did you guys think of the montage of them like not really putting on makeup but putting on makeup on the face? Like they literally, it wouldn't touch the skin. Like the brushes wouldn't touch the skin, and they're like, quickly do a quick clip of you putting on blush, and that was the whole thing, and that was done.
It was
that
hilarious.
was awkward. Freeform.
There was a few awkward moments in that where like you were pointing out the phone was not making a call, and it was like obviously showing
on
like
the
the home
home
screen. And
You're kidding me.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Tangi's mom, Vanessa Williams'
that's
character, was
not
on the
right.
phone and she turns, you see the home screen.
it wasn't just a flash of it either, you
It's
guys.
the
It was like the
little
whole
things.
scene.
It was the little thing.
Come on, guys. I will say, okay, I love Vanessa Williams, the woman who plays Tangi's mom. Like, I like her as a person. Her character, I feel like Freeform was trying to do like a Cookie from Empire, but they freeformed her up and try to like bring her down a little bit. Because I'm like, Vanessa Williams does not talk like that, but it's her character.
It's unfortunate.
You know, she's a typical momager. She's like most momagers, and I think she wants the best for her daughter, but she's being a little annoying.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job with like making us not like her mom,
Yeah,
because her mom
she's annoying.
pisses me off. Like everything her mom does, even that scene where Tangi she just finished rehearsal of like that song for Conan, and then her mom comes in, she's like, "Do it again," and you're sitting there cringing, like, does she have to do it again?
Like
I wonder
Tangi.
how old Tangi's supposed to be.
I wonder, right?
They all have to be roughly the same age, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just want to be like, no, she doesn't have to do that. But I'm like, oh, she's 17 or 18, probably does.
No.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is she 21? Because then momager can go by.
Well, she's
that's what
fired.
happened.
She's about to go by.
Yeah.
That's what happened. You're fired.
I wonder how old she is. Now I'm curious. They really weren't clear with ages. I mean, I know that they made everyone older, but we didn't even have a Tangi in the book, so we don't know.
Tangi's not in college with them. She could potentially be
Older?
younger or older.
Or older. I don't know about younger. I mean, it's very possible but they haven't mentioned anything about school. I feel like they would have made it like clear that she's younger, but who knows?
I would say probably not younger because her mom brings up the whole Jordan thing, and everyone knows that they had sex that one night in Chicago. So that's what made me think that she was a little bit older, because her mom's like, I don't want to have to clean this up again. I would hope she wouldn't be talking to her 17-year-old like that, but I know there are parents, especially celebrities,
Hollywood, yeah.
who the parents really don't care. So maybe she is younger.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Oh my goodness. The first AD told Paige, you didn't get the updated call sheet. And I was like,
That's your job, bro.
we all need to sit down and take a seat, and I need to educate you on how film works. The first AD's job is to keep the entire production going. It is literally their only job. It is called the first assistant director, so that things move on time. And sometimes a second assistant director will come in for the sole purpose of finding actors who can be difficult to find, to make sure that they know when their time is to be on set. If the first assistant director is not good enough, they will have a third assistant director.
Lord.
Yes, that is how serious this department is. So when he says, you didn't get the updated call sheet,
Oh,
I was
no.
like, you would be fired. immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, as she's walking on set, she's like, oh no.
No, in no
Read my
world would that
lines.
happen. Sorry.
I felt bad for her at that moment, especially because she's new to the acting world and she doesn't. Some things she should get, but some things I did feel bad because I'm like, oh, that sucks. She's never been on a movie set before, and there's some things that the
Hopefully that's the only blunder we see with her on
Right.
set. I would like, can we move past that?
because there's some things
Yeah.
I'm
The
like,
phone
girl,
and the...
that I wanted to throw that goddamn phone.
Like, I hope this is the episode directed at her just being, like,
Green.
out of it and not prepared. Because if they keep doing this, I mean, girl, you gotta, like, get with it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her get an agent or a manager that actually cares for her, though, because
Right.
she is kind of floating in a new space without any support whatsoever from a professional person, other than Rainer, who's been really nice to her.
Yeah. And he really likes her.
nice.
Too nice. The P necklace.
That wasn't nice, though. That P necklace wasn't nice.
I mean-
when you get me something that you get every other bitch,
Yeah.
that's not nice to me. I wouldn't take it either.
Okay, but guys, think of it like this. Let's say Rainer wasn't cute,
Right.
and he was just someone that kept hitting on Paige when she keeps saying no. It would be inappropriate. Like, we kind of see it as him chasing after her, but make him unattractive for a second, and all of a sudden kind of becomes creepy because she
True.
literally kept saying,
Suddenly it's workplace
No.
harassment.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she keeps saying no. Yes, we see the behind the scenes of her with her friend, like, oh, she kind of wants it, but kind of doesn't. But, like, literally with her and Rainer, she keeps saying no and keeps, like, pushing him away, and he keeps
Well,
going after her.
I think it's
up.
because of his character, not necessarily just his looks, but it's very clear. He's a playboy, he's a movie star, he's in the tabloids with all these other women, so he has no chill. He doesn't
Right.
need to have chill. Girls throw themselves at him, and because he's probably used to girls consistently being like, oh, Rainer, like, I'll do anything. He's like, why isn't this girl, like, going after me?
Why won't she
you
take
know?
my
You know who I
necklace?
am?
But I feel like Paige does want it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like as girls, we've all been in this situation where this guy is coming after you, but you very well know who he is,
Right.
and of course you want to say yeah, but because you know who he is, you're just like, you're a player. Like, I'm not dealing with this today.
Especially
Try
the
like
necklace
10 more
thing.
That
times.
necklace thing was crazy because he's done
Yeah.
it before for like 3 other girls.
Yeah, it sounds like when they said Selena, they were like trying to be like
I'm like,
Selena
Selena
Gomez,
Gomez,
right?
low-key.
But they're like, no, we can say that because we say your last name.
Yeah.
You can speculate.
Selena. But yeah, that is kind of weird when you can like read reports on like your phone or Twitter about the guy who's trying to pursue you and he's literally doing the same thing that he's done for other girls. And I also think she's a little caught up too because she, you know, likes Jake a little bit and Jake is upset at her right now. So I think she's kind of in this place where I really like Rainer, but I need to talk to Jake. Kind
She
of.
wants what she can't have, and she
Right.
cannot have Jake right now.
But
Yeah,
also
Jake
the
is upset.
network, the necklace is too forward.
Yeah.
It's too
So
much.
forward. They haven't even been on a
Well,
date. You're already
first
buying
the
her
dress,
gifts.
that
Yeah.
beautiful dress,
The
the gown.
dress, the necklace, like, chill, Rainer. Also, get a life. Like, who even knew she was home at that time? No one just shows up anymore. You know what would happen if someone just showed up at your door like that? You would be like, they're a stalker.
No, but for
no
real,
one
though.
would think that's sweet. I don't care how much you
No
like
one
that
would
guy.
think that's sweet.
The first thing you think when they show up in your door is, how did they know where I lived? 2, how did they know I was home?
Yep.
And what he says to her, she's like, I can't take this. He's like, yeah, you can. It's a P. I'm like, bro,
It's for your name.
I can see. Thank you.
obviously, I don't want it. Thank you.
Your name starts with P.
Duh. I got it for you. You have to take it.
She was not having it. She was like, I do not want to be another revolving letter in your alphabet. You can leave. Bye.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Paige.
Oh, Paige. I do like that Cassie did end up standing up to her no gross client who got a little too familiar. And then she locked him out of the house.
That was hilarious. But first, I love that
Naked.
he had his like maid costume already like.
On deck.
So I'm like, imagine him going into the store to buy that costume, and he's been having it in his closet saved for the perfect girl. Like, oh, here, by the way, I randomly had this maid costume for you. Mind putting this on?
So
Ew.
gross. And honestly, I'm surprised she handled the situation the way she did and didn't just take the money that was
I
on the
would've.
table and left. Because here's the thing,
I'm
yes, you can
surprised she
say
didn't do that.
Because
I
here's the
thought she
thing,
was.
it's not like he asked her to do a service that she was supposed to do. He asked her something that was not part of her service. So if she took it and he said anything, she could easily say like, I wasn't supposed to do that. You gave me the money. I left. It was inappropriate.
It was a tip.
I thought
Was
she,
it tip? Thank
thanks
you.
for that tip. I thought she was
And
going to
he's
take the
not
money.
gonna say, what is he gonna do? Call her boss? Are you gonna complain
Or is he
to the
gonna call the
topless
cops?
maid's company?
My topless maid stole her money. yeah, dude,
You would've
I got
been
real
fine.
problems to solve. I'll see you.
You just
no.
leave. Like, all you had to do was leave. You're just gonna finish cleaning and wait
That
for him
was
to find a
weird.
way to break back in the house. That's what I didn't understand. I wanted to see the last hour of what happens when he somehow gets back in the house, or you have to exit the house to leave and see him.
Yeah, because in real life, he can possibly hurt you.
Yeah.
Now that you locked him out of his house, he can be a serial killer for all you know. I thought she was going to take the money because I would have.
Yeah.
And still left him outside.
It's right on the table. He's locked out. Take the money and go.
She's
Take
like,
the
no, I'll
money
just,
and run.
I'll just keep
Isn't that-
cleaning.
I think they tried to have her keep cleaning because they wanted Cassie to be so likable and so
Yeah.
like the true best friend and show
That's
that she
not
has good work
likable to
ethic.
me.
But that's a dangerous situation. I
Especially
know.
She has
dangerous.
good work ethic.
Yeah. I know. I know
killed
the
her.
actor was like wacky, but like
I'll give
that
you
was
good
scary.
work ethic. Like, work at the pizza shop like you said you did. The Pizza Dome. That, like, you know, I don't know.
I just wish she would tell her friends because
Stupidity.
I feel like that bracelet is going to come back now that she pawned it. I feel
Oh,
like
totally.
weirdly, some way, somehow, it's going to come out and the secret's going to come out. So I wish she would just tell someone, like,
I mean,
She already
200 bucks.
noticed the bracelet's gone. She's gonna notice again.
Well, I think that Paige is eventually going to find out, and she's going to give Cassie money now that she's balling.
oh, yeah, that's
I
true.
think Paige is going to be really upset.
Well, she's going to be mad that she lied, but, I mean, you have to be understanding.
I'm like, do you, girl?
I
No
think there's going to be a
judgment
whole
here.
episode of Paige not talking to Cassie when she finds out.
Oh, would you not talk to your friend because of that? I would feel bad because it's clear that she's hurting, so I wouldn't want to put, like, salt in her wounds.
I wouldn't,
But Paige
but
would.
this is Freeform.
So just look at her like this.
Pout.
What do you mean topless maid?
Why didn't you come to me earlier?
I did enjoy how salty Wyatt, the director, was this entire episode. I thought that was very accurate and wonderful.
He reminds me of my boss.
Shout out to your boss.
Shout out to you.
If you're watching, shout out. Why it's gross because then we learned that like he's like obsessed with Alexis. Ew.
No, he's into Alexis, which makes me even more grossed out because it's just like the way that he said it means that he has interest, like romantic interest in Alexis, who is like half
But
his
remember,
age, and
didn't
it's
she
just
throw herself
inappropriate.
at him in like the first episode because she wanted that part?
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah,
so.
but he wanted to take her on a
Ugh.
date first.
Yeah, that is true.
It's
He wanted to get to
even
know her.
worse. It's worse. It's so much worse.
It's just.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Can you
predators on the
explain
show.
why it's worse? Because I feel like we're gonna get comments like, "Why is it worse?"
Okay, it's worse because it's even creepier. He's like, we can just be together. Let's go on a date. Like, how about be like, no, this is wrong. Let's not do this at all. Instead of like, let's turn this into a romantic relationship. We can be together.
So I can have you forever.
Yeah, it's just, it weirds
In my
me
basement.
out. Because otherwise, why? Like, that's not how, okay. Fun fact, when you like someone, it's not like, ooh, let's get it on. And then you're like, no, wait. I want a romantic relationship. That's not how it works.
Nope. Thank you for clarifying.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Guys, we're towards the end of episode 4. How are you team Rainer? Are you team Jordan? Are you team Jordan and Tangi? Who are you shipping at the end of episode 4?
I
Yeah.
like Jordan and Tangi. Everyone else is pissing me off at the moment.
I want Jordan Tangi.
I'm team Jordan.
Rainer. I like Rainer, but he's got to find some chill. What other type of relationships? Nina. Definitely look for some chill
Nina.
somewhere. Gotta figure that out.
Nina and Jordan. I liked it at first, but when she did the whole mommy saving thing, I was like, oh god, this is weird. But I am team Jordan just because Keith Powers is really cute. But I like his character. I like
he's
his
a good
people.
actor.
He is a really good actor. But I like him and Tangi, and I hope that they can come together and Nina won't ruin it. Like, I hope her boss keeps bothering her so she can focus on like the new exec, so that way he can focus on Tangi or just someone else like his age.
Wait, how about never mind, just keep going.
You think about-
So far, I'm team Rainer. I'm warming up to him. I
He's
didn't
cute.
like him in the books at all, and he's
What-
not terrible. He's
He
not
he
the
seems
worst.
like a nice guy.
You didn't like him in the books at all?
No.
I didn't
Not for
mind him
1
in the
second.
books. I felt like he was actually like genuine in the books. And then
I
mean,
thought he was a puppy dog in the books, and I was
a
like,
puppy dog, but this Rainer's just like a try hard. Like, here's why you like him, because he's the one that you can save, kind of. Like, he's the one that's going to be different for you. So as an audience, we're like, oh my God, but underneath all of that, he's good. But in the book, he was too easy because he was just good off the bat. He was just a good guy. But do you see the difference where, like, we have a good guy in the book who did nothing wrong, just wanted to be with Paige, didn't cheat on her, nothing, just wanted to be with her. Takes it slow. And then there's Rainer in the show, who's a playboy, who's only good maybe underneath all those layers. Maybe.
I like Rainer.
Exactly my point, guys.
I know what I was going to say. I had a brain fart. How do you feel about Alexis and Jake? Do you think that they're...
Oh.
I love to hate that storyline because I don't really care for Jake and I don't really care for Alexis, but like I love to just watch the train wreck that is Alexis.
Yes. Oh, what about Alexis's girlfriend, Rachel, that breaks up with her and she writes lipstick on the wall? Like, I want to like her and Jake, but I kind of want her and her girlfriend or the other blonde to come back, and I want to see like that triangle.
Well, that blonde is going to see her woman on TMZ and she's not going to talk to her anymore.
So like that's the thing. I'm like I kind of want to see her and Jake only because I know it's going to end bad.
Yeah.
But I want her and the two blondes to like
I don't think that's over.
To work it out.
Yeah.
Maybe no.
Yeah, I see Jake's kind of pissing me off a little bit in this last 2 episodes. I haven't been a huge fan of him.
It's been a little moody.
Now you're going off with Alexis, her enemy, after you told her that you couldn't be with Paige because, like, make up your mind, dude. Like, stop getting jealous all the time, or tell Paige you want to be with her. And then if she says no, then you can be a little butthurt.
Right.
But literally, you kissed her, and then you were like, we should just be friends, and then you get mad at her for doing anything, and then you're off with someone who she hates. Like.
Come on, Jake, get
It's
it
just
together.
not nice.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
nice.
have sympathy for Jake.
So we're not Team Jake over here.
Not right now.
Not currently, no.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. Are there any closing thoughts or predictions that we have for episodes 5 and 6 going into this?
Ooh, predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I predict that Bella Thorne will pout in the next 2 episodes a lot.
A lot of pouting. I predict that Nina and her love child, Jordan, I feel like she's going to probably like try to ruin Tangi because I think she's going to see...
Renee keeps pouting at Kia.
Is that good? Am I like...
You did a great pout. That's actually pretty awesome.
I thought we were sitting with Paige. It was the weirdest thing.
Paige, is that you?
braided my hair.
Next week, everyone should just wear it.
And then just the
Pigtails
whole intro.
and just pout. Everyone should just pout. But I think that Nina's going to try to ruin something with Tangi because I think she's going to notice that Jordan and Tangi are going to get closer.
And to piggyback off that, no one is in Tangi's corner to protect her.
Oh, she just fired her momager.
Yep. I do think that Nina is going to team up with her momager to not help her daughter, Tangi.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. That's
Oh, damn, that's
awful.
going to be tragic.
Yeah, and the only person to maybe be on her side is going to be Rainer or Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
Who, she was kind of mean to Rainer for no reason.
I'm like, he's apologizing, bro. Chill out.
He doesn't owe you anything, but okay.
She's like, you want to be friends with Jordan? What does that leave for me? I'm like, girl, you slept with your man's friend, so why would he care? Sorry. I do like Tangi, so I like you, girl. But that didn't make any sense that she was upset at Rainer for that.
I know.
And he was trying to apologize.
I predict that Cassie is her job and her finance problems are going to come out soon, but I think that it's going to come out after one of her clients makes Paige's professional life more difficult.
Ooh.
I think that one of her clients is going to be a producer or an investor or a reporter or somebody, her Wyatt, God. Somebody who is in a position to make Paige's life very, very difficult. And I think that's going to complicate things greatly. And I hope that doesn't happen, but I feel like just...
Well, she could use that as leverage. Maybe start a Twitter war with him.
Because she has 7 accounts.
Oh, her fake
7
accounts.
different
Loved
accounts.
it.
Oh my
Loved
goodness.
it.
Oh man, this was good though. I thank you guys so much for all your predictions for this episode, and thank you guys so much for listening. For those of you guys who are on the podcast, please subscribe. We are trying to get to #1 on iTunes, and they look at our number of subscribers, so please do that. And for those of you guys joining us live on YouTube, we thank you for being here. We so look forward to your comments. I read them all, and yeah, we'll be here next Tuesday. You guys can follow up with me on Twitter and Instagram at Amber Plaster. And where can they find you on the internet?
And you can hit me up at The Real OG.
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
You guys can follow me at Renee Ariel on Instagram and on Twitter, and check out my blog sextingandthecity.com and read 15 Reasons It's Great to Be Single.
All right, guys. See you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.